benefits of fasting during Ashura. Praise be to Allah. Muharram is one of the Ashurul Huram, the 4 sacred months of Allah. In this month, we are encouraged to increase our good deeds like giving more to charity, doing extra voluntary prayers and reciting the Quran frequently. In this month, there is also a fast prescribed by Rasulullah SAW, called the Fast of Ashura. 1. What is the history of Ashura? According to a narration reported by Aisha, the wife of the Prophet Muhammad, it was a pre-Islamic tradition of the Quraysh and people of Mecca to fast on the 10th day of Muharram. The Prophet also observed it. However, when he migrated to Medina, the Prophet found that a group of the people of the book were also fasting on the same day. Rasulullah asked them the reason why they were fasting on that day, and they replied, "This is a blessed day. On this day, Allah saved Prophet Musa and drowned the people of Pharaoh, the Pharaoh, and so Prophet Musa fasted on this day to give thanks to Allah." Sahih al-Bukhari. Upon hearing their response, the Prophet urged his companions to uphold this good act, as Muslims believe in all the prophets of Allah. 2. What are the virtues of fasting on the day of Ashura? In a hadith narrated by Imam Muslim, the Prophet said, "The best of fasts after the month of Ramadan is in the month of Allah, which you call Muharram." Sahih Muslim. The day of Ashura is the 10th of Muharram. One of the greatest merits of fasting on the day of Ashura is that Allah will expiate the sins from the previous year. In a hadith narrated by Imam Muslim, our beloved Prophet made dua to Allah to forgive the sins committed in the previous year for all the people who fast on the day of Ashura. Fasting on the day of Ashura, I hope, will expiate the sins of the previous year. Sahih Muslim. Ibn Abbas reported that Rasulullah prioritized the fast on the day of Ashura over other days, besides the days in Ramadan. He said, "I have never seen Rasulullah so eager to fast like he is for Ashura and prioritizing it, besides Ramadan." Sahih al-Bukhari. However, it is important to note that fasting on the day of Ashura is a voluntary act, sunnah, and not an obligation, wajib, as the Prophet mentioned. Fast if you wish, and those who do not, are not obliged to do so. Sahih al-Bukhari. 3. When should Muslims fast for Ashura? The fast of Ashura falls on the 10th day of Muharram. However, it is also encouraged for Muslims to fast the day before and after Ashura, i.e. 9th and 11th Muharram as well. The Prophet said in a hadith, "Fast on the day before and the day after Ashura." Musnad Ahmad. Imam Ibn al-Qayyim mentioned that there are 3 levels of fasting on Ashura, the first one being the best and most complete, followed by the other degrees accordingly. 1. Fasting for 3 consecutive days on the 9, 10 and 11 Muharram. 2. Fasting on 9 and 10 Muharram only. 3. Fast on the 10th of Muharram only. However, there is no obligation. In fact, you may also fast on both the 10th and 11th Muharram. Feel free to perform what is most convenient and feasible for you. 4. What other historical events took place on Ashura? Beyond the liberating events that took place on this day, the 10th of Muharram is also the day where a dark episode in Islamic history had taken place. The grandson of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, Sayyidina Hussein, is believed to have been tragically killed on this day. He died while fighting for liberation from tyranny. As we commemorate the day of Ashura, let us also not forget this horrific incident in our history. We commemorate this day by remembering how hatred and division can lead to the destruction and loss of innocent lives. Let us remember this day by reaffirming our commitments to continue spreading goodness and rejecting evil. We stand for unity and not division, for peace and not hostility, for love and not hate. We pray for Allah to shine His light of mercy upon us and that we may attain the love of Prophet Muhammad, his family members and his companions. And Allah knows best.